So I'm going to show you quickly how I manipulate patterns when I do visor strips. So this brand new GMC AT4 is in. It's a repeated customer. He is gonna do front match on this, and then we're gonna do visor strips. So this video is basically gonna show you how I kind of manipulate my patterns when I do visor strips with the plotter. I use a 20-inch roll. I order 3% only and specifically for visor strips. So let's go over to the computer and I'm gonna show you how I plot these guys out. So hopefully you can see this without too much glare. So basically what I do, I'm gonna pull this vehicle up. GMC Sierra 1500 4-door pickup truck. It's brand new, so we'll just click on these. Actually, all these are the same. So once I look to make sure it's the right windshield pattern, which it's the larger one. So I'm gonna take both of these patterns and I'm gonna move them up. And then with the software, I'll just zoom in on these. So basically what I like to do is take this one pattern, whichever one, I'm gonna flip it around, and then I'll position it right here. This one I don't need, so I'll just get rid of it. All right, so now since I got both these patterns, what I'm gonna do is probably make it, let's just say about 8.2. That should be enough. So I'm just gonna go into the software. 8.2. I'm just making the visor bigger. I'll do the same thing with this one. Just do 8.2. I'm just using a round number. So now I just made both of these visor strips bigger than what they were. And now I'll position these on here. Like I said, this customer liked his visor strips a little bit bigger. I mean, they have tons of visor strips in here, but I just like to always use the one that's closest to the windshield, which is usually the largest one. But now I just bumped it up to make it a little bit bigger because this customer likes it a little bigger. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plot this out. I'll just hit quick cut over here in the bottom left. And now the plotter just does the work. And as I mentioned, this is a 20-inch roll. Another reason why I like this plotter, because it has the spots for a 20-inch roll. All right, so now that is done. So let's just get this over on the peel board. So even when I'm doing the visor strip, I like to just put my patterns up here on the peel board so I can see what I got. I like to separate it so I can use each pattern individually when I install. So this is why I like using a 20-inch roll, because basically with two big visors, you're pretty much using up the majority of that roll. So now I have this pattern and now I have that pattern, and they're ready to be installed. And as I mentioned, I like to do my visor strips in 3% so that they're super dark and they do the job. keeping the sun out. I've been using 3% and 20-inch rolls for a long time. And then basically you're just installing the pattern. I'm gonna link one of my other videos around here as well, how I used to do visor strips, because honestly back in the day it was a lot of jumping on the outside, it was a lot of measuring. Now if I install both patterns with pretty much the same overhang, they should both sit in here very, very close to each other, if not dead on. So it's a little different now that I'm using a plotter versus using hand cutting. Now we'll just go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. This is a brand new truck, so it's spotless. It's very clean. It doesn't have many miles on it at all, so not worried about a ton of dirt or contamination. Just follow the basic steps. Honestly, you don't need a lot of solution when you're installing a visor strip. You don't have to flood it. I personally rather wet the film a little bit more versus the glass, but and there. There it is. And then it's nice to always just look outside and double check just to make sure that the line is lined up and we're looking good. So I will go ahead and stick that down. As I mentioned before, this customer likes his visor strips a little on the larger side. I'm at about like an inch or so down below the AS1 line. So I make sure to just make this one a little larger, but that's one of the reasons why I like the software, because I can just manipulate that pattern in the software for this specific customer to make sure it comes out how he wants it. Boom, and that is good to go. So that's how I use the software and use the plotter to manipulate visor size. I put them together to kind of minimize waste. I tacked on a 20-inch roll. I made them a little bit larger because this customer wants them a little larger. I'll link the other video when I used to get up top, I used to jump back and forth, and it was a lot more effort. But once again, I'm not trying to say a plotter is better or hand cutting is better. I'm just showing you kind of how I do it now compared to how I used to do it, because now that you have the plotter, you have to create all different ways and new techniques to kind of get the job done. So I like to use a 20-inch roll. I like to move the patterns closer together, minimize waste, and I use the 3% just for visors. So if you like this content, Give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate that. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the fronts for this customer in ceramic, and this truck is done. This truck just got a 65% full windshield with fronts in ceramic. So this truck is done, it's just chilling, and we will keep the day moving. Thanks guys, until next time, have a good one. Stay faded, peace.